Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. Big things tonight. Night after SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman pretty much out there after pretty much breaking Triple H's arm again. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman think now they can run the WWE. Saying the Brockador, the Brockinator, the Brockathon, whatever it was. Say Brock Lesnar self-proclaimed now new King of Kings, the Lord and Master of the WWE. And pretty much they're trying to take over. After taking out Triple H, even though it was mostly a Kimura Lock Fest and a Kimura Lock Fest and a kick to the gut fest, even though Brock Lesnar was gonna puke last night almost. And pretty much having Scott Armstrong come out there to apologize, even though he didn't want to. And when I apologize, saying he pretty much Brock Lesnar said good job after the thing at SummerSlam. And I guess Brock Lesnar, I guess they're pretty much running things. I'm not sure what's going to happen. What's next for Brock Lesnar? Who does he have next to compete or fight against next? Tag team match, 6-man tag. The Primetime Players and Cody Rhodes go against Sin Cara, Kofi Kingston, and R-Truth. It's an alright match. Good 6-man. Pretty much Sin Cara picking up the win with the roll-up. So, good 6-man tag for that. Ryback going one-on-one. I'm sorry, against the Jobbers again, and pretty much Jinder Mahal attacking. So I guess they're putting a feud with Jinder Mahal and Ryback now. Let's see how this goes, since I guess we're tired of putting Ryback against Jobbers all the time. So we're gonna give that a shot and see how that goes out from there. Other things that happened tonight: Alberto Del Rio pretty much saying he was screwed out of the world title and he wants a rematch, but AJ can't do nothing about it because that's Booker T's problem on SmackDown. And AJ is an opponent for him. And pretty much it was going to be Randy Orton and Alberto Del Rio. Sheamus pretty much came out there on commentary, kind of helping Orton out a little, saying his foot was on the ropes. It was an alright match with Orton and Del Rio. I've had Del Rio getting all these title shots. How many title shots does Alberto Del Rio need to even become world champion now? Because it's going on too long now. I'm really getting tired of it. Orton picked up the RKO, won the match. David Otunga, I guess, making his return now, and kind of called AJ crazy, so she put him in a match against Big Show. Pretty much Big Show kicked his ass all over the place, knocking him out. So, sucks to be him. Other stuff that happened tonight on Monday Night Raw: Kane and Zack Ryder, which finally made it back on Monday Night Raw, going against The Miz and Daniel Bryan. The match was kind of going out well. Tag team match until Daniel Bryan pretty much was kind of strange. He just slapped Kane and ran off then. And Zack Ryder was down, so Kane just pretty much goes into fucking berserk mode and beats the crap out of Zack Ryder then. And even threw a timekeeper somewhere. And I guess Kane would get Daniel Bryan sooner or later. Kane was in a tap to Bryan pretty much. He lost the match, but it was going to go by a roll-up pin. Come on, Kane tapping out the Bryan. I don't think that was going to go out like that. Other stuff that happened tonight on Raw. Divas Battle Royale. Pretty much Caitlyn winning. We'll get a title shot later against Layla in the future, whatever. Maybe Caitlyn will have something. She won NXT, for God's sake, that horrible show. Well, now it's gotten better now. But I guess we'll see how this goes with Caitlyn, see if she goes anywhere with this. Other stuff that happened: Damien Sandow go against Brodus Clay. It's a bit of a good feud with them. Sandow picking up the roll-up, and pretty much Brodus Clay attacking him, squishing him after that. Taking out Damien Sandow. So I give him Brodus Clay right there. Shawn Michaels was a little weird, said, "You have nothing to be embarrassed about. I should have warned you in this." And like they want to put a Shawn Michaels and Brock Lesnar feud going, but I doubt that will happen. Pretty much Shawn Michaels saying all his working on, said, "You have nothing to be ashamed of." But Triple H will be back. I'll give him 2-3 months. He'll probably be back. Maybe main event some other show. Maybe going against Brock Lesnar. But Brock Lesnar said, "I've done all I could in WWE. I've done what I needed to." Now he's saying he's leaving. What do we have left for Brock Lesnar? What, we gonna put him against Cena again? So what? He can go down with 2 moves by Cena? Well, who does Brock Lesnar have to fight? Tell me, people. What does Brock Lesnar can do? He says he's proven everything. He says he's leaving the WWE. So what's next? Other stuff that happened tonight. well, pretty much Jericho and Ziggler, AJ put him in a match. Jericho loses, his contract is terminated. Ziggler loses, he loses Money in the Bank contract. It was a good match. Jericho won, I'm glad he did. It was about time he got the big one at SummerSlam last night. But tonight was still a good match for Jericho. Pretty much contract was terminated. Pretty much I believe this is true, but Jericho will probably just do a little Fozzy thing, and he'll pop in back in the company sooner or later. He'll just pop in, pop out. That's what Jericho does nowadays. Pop out of the company, come back in. Fozzy WWE. Fozzy WWE. Pretty much hitting Ziggler after with the briefcase, knocking him with it, and a cold breaker on his ass. So I guess we'll see Jericho sooner or later along the line. CM Punk coming out, announced his next opponent, John Cena would be, and telling Jerry Lawler that he should apologize to him, but Cena came out saying, pretty much, he'll be his opponent, and I gotta go with Punk saying this one. It tires CM Punk taking a back seat to people like Triple H and The Rock and John Cena. What happened to the WWE Champion or even the World Heavyweight Champion being the main event of a pay-per-view? We all know CM Punk can steal the show. We all know CM Punk's put on great matches. But why the hell isn't he in the main event? Some of these matches I can see. Maybe he should have main evented this whole time in Chicago back at Extreme Rules. WrestleMania, I understand. Over the Limit should have main event. Has the best match out of the damn night. I am tired of having John Cena be in the main event. Put the WWE Champion in the main event. Stop putting John Cena in the main event. John Cena is not the main event of every pay-per-view. He is not over the WWE. The title should be the top thing around here. I don't care if it's the WWE Champion. I don't care if it's the World Heavyweight Champion. And we've heard this many a times, and we've heard it from Punk. When is it gonna be the title at the main event? And he pretty much told Cena he wanted him to say he's the best in the world. But Cena said if you want to be the best in the world, you gotta earn it. And it's gonna be in Boston this year of Night of Champions, so it's gonna be in John Cena's turf. And we're going to see what happens right there. Because it's going to maybe be like in Chicago last year. But I don't think that's going to happen. And the title reign will keep going long. 9 months CM Punk has been champion. And he called Jerry Lawler back in the ring to apologize. He apologized, but he wouldn't say he was the best in the world. So Punk pretty much kicked him in the head then. And I don't know how this feud is going to go out. I don't feel like CM Punk is healed, even though he technically is. But these people are still over with CM Punk. So I don't know what's going to happen there. But to say that it was a good show tonight, I'd probably give it 8 out of 10. Like with SummerSlam, it was a decent 7.5 out of 8-ish, 10. 8-ish, I'm sorry about that, out of 10. So, comment, subscribe. You know what I am, you know what I do, you know it's me, the HOOD. We got the news, we got the reviews. You got this right here. Keep watching Raw, SmackDown, TNA, the reviews are here, everything. So I'm going to be out here. Peace. Keep watching the videos.